Tiffany Henyard didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
Y'all won't believe the tea I've got for you today. Tiffany Henyard, the once mighty mayor of Dalton, is spiraling down a scandal that's juicier than any drama we've seen before.
But it saddens my heart that you are up here at this special meeting and not downstairs where we have big bingo.
From accusations of embezzlement to full-blown betrayal from her own team, this story just keeps getting messier by the minute. So grab your popcorn, because we're diving into all the chaotic twists and turns that have everyone talking. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because this is one roller coaster you don't want to miss. So let's get into it. Tiffany Henyard, who once strutted around Dalton like she owned the place, is now at the center of one of the biggest scandals to hit local government in years. And y'all, when I say this woman has been wildin', I mean she's been out here spending taxpayer money like it's Monopoly cash. But the gag is, she didn't just stop at a little splurging. Oh no, she went all out, living like she was on a Real Housewives salary. It all started when some brave souls in Dalton's leadership finally got fed up and started asking the hard questions. The village leaders and trustees called for a meeting to investigate Tiffany's shady dealings. Turns out, they'd been asking her to hand over some financial records. And guess what? Sis straight up refused. And that's when things started getting real serious. Now, here's where it gets interesting. One of the trustees, Norwood, wasn't about to let Tiffany keep hiding behind her office doors. He spilled that the last time they'd seen a bank statement was way back in September of last year, and honey, they were $7 million in debt. That's right, $7 million gone just like that. Norwood and the other trustees were like, hold up, where's all this money going? As if things weren't already shady enough, Tiffany tried to pull a fast one by recruiting some journalists to brush this whole scandal under the rug, labeling it as fake news. But baby, this ain't no tabloid story. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who's now overseeing the investigation, wasn't having any of Tiffany's nonsense. Lori came out and made it crystal clear this was real, and Tiffany was living like Beyonce, while the people of Dalton were struggling to make ends meet. Now y'all know it wouldn't be a real scandal without some juicy receipts, right? Tiffany's credit card bills showed her living the high life, racking up millions in debt. But it wasn't just about the money. One whistleblower, a former member of Tiffany's own team, came forward and spilled all the tea. This person, who we'll call Carmen Carlisle, said Tiffany was out here embezzling money left and right and using her position to manipulate everyone around her. Carmen didn't just stop there. She detailed how Tiffany had even pressured her to cover up shady dealings with the Tiffany Henyard CRIES Foundation. Yep, the same foundation that was supposedly doing good for the community. But according to Carmen, that was all a front. Tiffany was allegedly using the foundation's funds for her own lavish lifestyle, and when Carmen refused to go along with it, she decided enough was enough and exposed everything. Y'all, when Carmen dropped those receipts, the fallout was immediate. Tiffany's reputation, already hanging by a thread, was completely torn apart. The FBI got involved, and they're now digging into every corner of her administration. And the more they dig, the more dirt they're finding.
A one-day purchase of over $40,000 to Amazon.
Like, did y'all know Tiffany spent over $43,000 on Amazon in a single day? And that's not even the worst of it. There were more outrageous expenses, like $7,000 on Wayfair and $2,200 at Best Buy. Sis was out here treating herself to a shopping spree while the town's finances were crumbling. The investigation didn't stop there. The village of Dalton, under Tiffany's leadership, racked up a $6 million deficit. And it turns out she'd been paying overtime to police officers, hiking up the budget for the police department from $7.7 million to $9.2 million in just 2 years. Like, who needs that much security in a small town like Dalton? The whole thing was just a mess, and people were not having it. Now you'd think that with all this heat, Tiffany would try to lay low, right? Wrong. Instead, she doubled down, trying to play the victim. She went on record, claiming the media was only interested in the negative stories and not all the good she'd supposedly done for Dalton. Girl, who are you trying to fool? The FBI doesn't care about your Easter events. They care about the fact that you've been running a financial scam right under everyone's noses. But here's where it gets really wild. Tiffany's own team members, who had been loyal to her for so long, started jumping ship. Carmen Carlisle wasn't the only one who had dirt on Tiffany. Others began to speak out too, detailing the toxic environment Tiffany had created and how she'd retaliated against anyone who didn't fall in line. It was like watching a house of cards collapse in real time. And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse for Tiffany, they did. The FBI uncovered even more damning evidence, including 2 subpoenas that were served to dig deeper into her financial records. These subpoenas weren't just for Tiffany's personal spending. They covered everything from township budgets to her charity's financials. And y'all, the investigators found that that Tiffany's charity wasn't even properly registered. They sent her a cease and desist, but Tiffany just kept on collecting donations like nothing was wrong. Now, I know y'all are wondering, what's gonna happen next? Is Tiffany finally going to face the music, or will she somehow wiggle her way out of this mess? Well, from the looks of it, things are only getting worse for her. The walls are closing in, and it's only a matter of time before she's forced to answer for all the chaos she's caused. So, what do y'all think about this whole Tiffany Henyard situation? Do you believe she's really guilty of all these accusations, or is there more to the story that we haven't uncovered yet? Personally, I think it's clear as day that Tiffany's been playing a dangerous game, and now it's all catching up to her. But I want to hear from you. Do you think she'll actually face jail time, or will she find a way to escape the consequences? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated on all the latest drama. Trust me, this is just the beginning, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, because you know there's always more tea to spill.